Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NSIC Taipei Summit 2025. My name is Joyce Chan and I'm MC today. I previously worked in 年代电视台 as a news anchor, and it's my honor to be the host here. And so let's start from our guest right now. OK， 各位嘉宾，欢迎来到今天的台湾诺科奖周公益演讲第一场。本场次呢是由台湾会议集团赞助的。我的中文名字是陈介瑜，之前在年代电视台担任主持人。那很开心呢，今天能够来到这里。那接下来呢，就让我介绍今天的贵宾。那首先 ，Let's welcome our NSIC President 朱爱莲 speak for us。首先欢迎诺科奖国际文教交流协会的会长说说几句话。会长，欢迎手。
亲爱的博士们、校长、各位教授、各位同学，很高兴在这个美丽的下午呢，能够在这里展开台湾诺科奖这个诺科奖周的这个开幕仪式。那我把我这个长期以来呢心目中的理想那就是还有我的信念，想在这里用1分钟的时间向各位分享。我很开心呢，就是我们不只是为了科学在这里举办一场的峰会，而是要在这美丽的这一块的土地上面呢，点燃一场对未来的信心。那么世界级的智慧今天都走到我们台湾来了，所以呢，我们不再是远距离的仰望他们，而是真正的我们的是近距离的对话，启发，甚至呢，他们可以交棒给我们这在座的小朋友们所以希望呢，我们呢有一天呢，能够也跟着他们的脚步，拿到图灵奖、诺贝尔奖这样子的世界的桂冠的荣耀。那这一周台湾不是只有观众，台湾呢是一个舞台，所以呢，在这个舞台上面，我们要让全世界人看到我们有未来的信心，也有未来的创造新的历史的决心。谢谢各位。
谢谢会长，谢谢会长带给我们的致辞。那其实呢，这次的活动有好多的大嘉宾的帮忙呢，是这一次的活动才可以完成。那这场盛宴呢，我们还要尤其特别感谢台湾会议集团的董事长张启成会长，他幕后不断的帮忙，跟我们大家一起挥挥手。谢谢我们会长。那其实呢，不只是这个会长这样的帮忙，那还有我们时尚的大家长呢。那这个是北科大的副校长任怡君，跟大家挥挥手。除了这位副校长，还有另外一位副校长杨世轩，杨校长好。好的。那接下来呢，重头戏又来了，让我们欢迎 Konstantin and come to our stage。大家拍手欢迎。
Thank you so much. It's really a great pleasure to be here, and it's quite an important and nice occasion. And I'm sure that we will learn even more about this as the time progresses. I just wanted to mention that we are really living through an interesting time, and we mentioned already this morning that back in 1993 there was this famous book published by Francis Fukuyama called The End of History, and at that time it indeed felt like probably the end of history, maybe even the end of technology, the end of science. We had this very steady, progressive development of things in the world, in science, in technology, and then the new millennia came, and now we see that the new technologies shooting at us at an increasing rapid pace, and obviously the development in the world just make us completely forget about the end of history. And of course, Taiwan has ever been in at the center of all this, at least of technology, because Academia Sinica being one of the leading world scientific institution, and of course you cannot imagine the world without the progress made in the local companies in the semiconductor technology. So what I wanted to say that we are living in a very interesting time, and the cross-disciplinary research grows even more important with time, and I guess that's the reason why we're all here to discuss the future developments in our fields, but probably even more important in the cross-disciplinary field. And I really hope that we will have all the exciting and productive time here. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Konstantin. Thank you for all the inspiring words. Next, let's clap for David MacMillan, the Nobel Prize winner in chemical.
Okay, first of all, thank you for inviting me here. It's a great privilege to be here in Taiwan. I've only been to Taiwan 2 times before, many years ago, so it's a real privilege to get the chance to come back here. I'm coming here for scientific reasons, and I'm also coming for personal reasons. The personal reason is my daughter last year had a Fulbright and spent 1 year in Taiwan. And she loved it. And she loved it so much that she said, we all have to come and visit with her. And so she is coming tomorrow, and we will spend an extra week in Taiwan touring all around the island because we like to be here and we're excited to be here. But we're also here to talk to people about science and technology and talk about the world and all the things that are going on. Taiwan is a very important country for the development of science. Everyone here knows that. We've heard about the many famous institutions that are here. But we also have to think about the future. And sometimes it's very difficult to think about the future when there's so many things happening in the world. But I wanted to tell you about an experience that I had about a year ago, which was I was contacted by the the Ukrainian ambassador to the US, who said they asked me if I would spend 2 hours on a Zoom call talking to school children in Ukraine who had been displaced by the war. And I was very worried about doing this or having this conversation because they were going through a very difficult time. However, when I spoke to them, it was one of the most amazing 2 hours of my life because they were so absolutely excited about science. And for me, for someone who can look at the world and think there's many bad things happening, to see young people who care so much about the future and care so much about science, it really was one of the most uplifting days of my life. So for me to get the chance to come here and talk to young people and to realize that you own the world, you get to decide what happens next and you get to make all the discoveries. I think for all of us, this is a true privilege. It really is a true privilege. And so for us, we're so happy to be in Taiwan, to get a chance to talk to all of you, and we're looking forward to it over the next 2 days. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. David, for all of your agendas. Next, let's clap for our Dr. Louis Ignarro. Please come to the stage and please clap.
That's me right there. Now I know I'm in the right place. That's my high school picture. First of all, it's a really great honor and pleasure to be here. I too have been to Taiwan, Taipei, a couple of times. I think back in 2005 and 2001, I believe it was. And I had the chance to meet your very first president, President Lee, many years ago. I found him to be a very charming individual. We had a 10-minute appointment, and he kept me in his office for an hour and a half, telling me how great Taiwan is, and it was just really great to talk to him. First and foremost, I really would like to thank Ms. Eileen Chu and Mr. Kerry Xiao for inviting me to participate in this event, as well as the other organizers. Since my Chinese, my Mandarin is not too good, I have to read it from a piece of paper. I hope you don't mind. You know, the purpose of this event is really to build a stronger global healthcare community. That's really why we're here. But I want to add something to that, and that is that one of the most important ways to build such an effective healthcare community is to consider basic research in the biomedical sciences. That's what I do, and that's what I always advocate. Because in my opinion, you can't have good healthcare unless you have good basic science that leads to the development of new medical principles, practice of medicine, new drugs, so on and so forth. I mean, that's what I've done my entire career. And so that's what I want to really say to the young people out there who are interested in getting into the field like this. You know, instead of just going to medical school and becoming a doctor, you should consider also doing basic research in the area of medicine, so you can make your own important contributions to medicine. And in that way, you can really advance the field in a much better way. I mean, that's what I did when I was doing my research in the medical sciences. And my work led to the understanding of new physiological principles, eventually the development of better drugs to treat cardiovascular disease. And I always tell the young people that if I can do it, you can do it. I promise you that. So once again, thank you very much for inviting me to participate in this conference.
Thank you. Thanks for your words. That meant a lot to us. Next one, let's welcome Jack Dongarra. Welcome Dr. Dongarra. Please come to the stage.
Thank you so much. Ni hao. So good afternoon, everyone. It's truly a pleasure to be here with you today. I want to extend my sincere gratitude for the organizers to be in front of you and to be participating in this. I'd also like to commend Taiwan's leadership in global supercomputing. Taiwan not only advances cutting-edge technologies, but also has cultivated the ecosystem where research, education, and innovation thrive together. Your achievements inspire the global community and demonstrate the critical role that international collaboration plays in shaping the future of technology. As we look ahead, it's clear that high-performance computing will be defined by heterogeneous architectures and customization as we look at AI and beyond. No longer can we rely on one-size-fits-all designs. Instead, we are moving into an era where the customized processors have to be specialized for accelerators and tailored systems that will unlock new levels of performance and efficiency. By combining diverse architectures such as CPUs, GPUs, AI accelerators, and emerging quantum computing, we can better evolve demands in simulation, AI, and big data. Customization allows us to optimize and specify workloads, energy consumption, and emerging applications domains, ensuring that supercomputers continue to drive scientific discovery, economic competitiveness, and natural resilience. So in closing, let me say that we are at a pivotal moment. The choices we make today in technology, in education, and in collaboration will echo for generations. Together, by embracing innovation with purpose and pushing the frontiers of customization, heterogeneous computing, we can shape the future in both technological brilliance and social meaningfulness. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Dongarra. Thank you, NSIC President, and thank you to our honorable fourth winner for their opening speeches. Now we hope that our distinguished guests can come together and come to the side and next to the activation bowl. 那接下来呢，我们希望在场的贵宾呢，可以跟我们一起来启动这个启动球旁边，那一起参与这个开幕仪式，并且呢，大家都一起来一张大合照。那现场的摄影师呢，也希望你帮我们稍微大家都拍一个好看一点。 好，台湾诺科奖周诺科奖大序青年对话在台北北科大要正式开始了。那大家请把手都伸出来，那准备哦。好 ，Please raise your hand。好，5、4、3、2、1 ，Present。那我们真的呢，非常的感谢我们这4位得主啊，可以抽空来到台湾。We really appreciate for our guests to come to Taipei and they make their effort and come here. We know that you are really we have a lot of your busy schedule and really intense. 那接下来呢，我们也希望我们这个北科大的大家长啊，我们的王希福校长能够来帮我们讲几句话。那可不可以也请这个今天的递一下麦克风给他？校长其实非常的忙，他真的是特别抽空来，就是真的是抽空来的，很感。
Distinguished guests, honor laureates, faculties and students, good afternoon and welcome. Today is a very special day. We are very happy and thankful to welcome 4 great scientists to Taiwan and to our university. It is a big honor for all of us. I extend my warmest welcome and sincere gratitude to each and every one of you for your presence. We are proud to lead this event at Taipei Tech. It shows Taiwan's strong place in science and education. I'm both excited and grateful that this forum is being held at our university, providing students in Taiwan with a chance to learn from the best mind in the world. Taipei Tech is a prestigious institution with a long history. Over the past century, we have nurtured countless talents for the industry and the nation. Our alumni approach global challenges with courage and creativity, and their outstanding achievements in the technology sector have earned them a distinguished place on the world stage. I want to thank the organizing committee and every partner who made this possible. May today's gathering forge new collaboration and serve as milestone toward a brighter future for all. Thank you again to the wonderful guests. Thank you.
谢谢校长再次拍手。And next, our 4 honorable guests, please come to the stage in the middle and stay. And the rest, 我们其他可以先下台。Because we have some special gift for you guys, and we also want to introduce a little bit. So we have a little gift for you. This porcelain plate is painted by Chinese ceramics artist called Zhang Meiyun, who's really famous. And Taiwan Blue magnifies on it, emphasize unity and consistency. And you can see there's some flower there. The flower and fruit behind are persimmon and mudan flower. That means rich. And this our little gratitude. We would like to thank you, and because you take your time and make effort come to NTUT, and hope you have a lovely memory here. And thank you so much, and hope you enjoy it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Cheese. Okay, hope you guys like it. Thank you.
Closer.
The first, the middle
The big one, the big camera.
Yes, yes.
那待会同学心中有问题的，现在赶快蕊一遍，那你的脑子蕊一遍，因为我们问题只猜到2个人。接下来，我们开幕式也帮学生谋取到小福利喽。我们会给学生大概4分钟的时间。那待会我会数1、2、3 ，raise your hand, okay? As fast as you can, and as you raise the biggest one, and I will pick you up, right? Okay. 好，那我要数喽。好，我准备数喽。3、2、1。有人有准备吗？哦，那位同学。
Hello, Professor. I'm a student from the IM department of Taipei Tech. And I would like to ask that as artificial intelligence becomes increasingly powerful, what role should humans play in the future? Thank you.
So AI, as you point out, is very important, and it's going to affect all areas of science and all areas where we take part. I feel it's going to have more of an impact than the internet has had. So AI is going to be something that's very strong and very useful to science in general. So now, will they take over? Will the AI take over and make us obsolete? And of course, the answer is no. That's not going to happen. But it'll make our lives much better in terms of being able to help us in reasoning and help us in figuring out how to move forward. So AI is an important technology. It's going to have more of an impact in terms of science and how we do business every day.
Thank you for your answer.
谢谢各位同学的提问。那我们其实还有时间，还有没有同学想要发问？我待会会你吗？好。
I want to ask Professor Ignarro.
Professor Ignrro, you're so popular. Why?
Because I'm Italian.
Oh, we can see that. What's your question?
Where is the person?
Hello.
So tall, I didn't recognize you.
I'm the leader of student representative. Could you please share your thoughts on the future of human longevity? Do you believe it is possible for humans to live healthy to the age of 160 or even beyond?
We have plenty of time. Talk as much as you want.
It may take that long to answer that. Well, I don't know about 150, but I think living to 100 is definitely possible. It's a matter of lifestyle. That's the most important thing, right? Lifestyle. So what does lifestyle mean? At least 2 things. 1, eating a healthy, balanced diet every day. And number 2, perhaps even more importantly, which most people don't consider, is physical activity. Physical activity. Even if you are not overweight, and I can see a big difference between Taiwan and the United States. Here, very few people are overweight. In the United States, it's difficult to find one person who is not overweight. And so I talk all the time about living a healthy lifestyle in order to live that long. Right now, based on the science and biology and physiology that we know, that's the only thing we could come up with. And there's actually a biochemical basis for my making that statement, and that has something to do with why I am standing before you, and that it's having discovered that our bodies produce nitric oxide, NO. If you Google NO, you will find that NO is one of the most important molecules our body makes if we eat a healthy diet and if we engage in physical activity. And nitric oxide is well known by the work of others to prevent cardiovascular disease, which is the #1 killer of humans. Okay? Okay, good.
The role of wine in your lifestyle.
I'm sorry, I left out the most important attribute of the healthy lifestyle, and that's drinking red wine. The reason is, red wine is loaded with antioxidants, lots of different polyphenolic antioxidants, which are well known to increase nitric oxide. And ask anyone who lives in the Mediterranean community, they believe that both red wine and olive oil is responsible for their longevity.
In Taiwan, legal age to drink is 18, so no worries. Your
Oh,
words.
no, you can wait a little bit and then drink.
It's not America. 21 is not enough. So, anyone want to ask a question? Because we have enough time. Yeah, sure. One more.
So actually, I'm the dean, the College of Management. So I have something for David and Konstantin. Actually, we know the Jeffrey Hinton and Dennis Sahabas won the Nobel Prize in your discipline. So if we turn back the clock 30 years ago, would you stay in the same track of the research, stay in the same focus of the research? And if we move in the clock, fast forward 30 years later, if you're still young enough, then how could you do the research, take advantage of the artificial intelligence? And what is the first principle you doing the research? Thank you, share your thought. Thank you.
I can start. So just on the topic of the artificial intelligence, so there is a famous, extremely famous poet whose name, of course, I conveniently forgot, who said that humans is the part of the universe which understands. But that's not its destiny. Its destiny is that it to provide a tragic twist to the universe of understanding too late. So how can I say? So courtesy, if we knew 20 years ago what we know now, probably I would change my field of work. Well, I still like physics, and I still believe that physics gives the background for many other science, including understanding and including cognitive science as well. Would AI contribute a lot to science? I'm sure it would. So the breakthrough which has been done in science by AI is the breakthrough. Yes, in many areas it is. In many areas it also showed a failure. So I think there will be quite a lot of development in the area of AI for science. Will it completely replace scientists? I don't think so, because the scientific discovery is largely about the phase transitions, just picking up that moment when the system changes dramatically and really amplifying this, and that's exactly what AI is not very good at. So we will look at the future with AI with an interest, yes, and I think there will be a lot of opportunities for the combination of the human mind plus AI.
Thank you for asking. We're very much welcome. Next one.
Yeah, thanks for the question. So the idea, if we know what we know now, back then, would we have did the same thing? I don't know, because if we did something different, I may not have won the Nobel Prize. And so that would be a problem for my lifestyle. But the second thing is, what I would say though is, I really care about chemical reactions, new chemical reactions. And the world, I think, often doesn't realize how much it depends on chemical reactions. If we had the opportunity to go back now, from what we know now, go back then, I would absolutely focus on new types of chemical reactions. For the people in the audience who are wondering why are chemical reactions important, everything you can see around you, absolutely everything you can see in front of you is made by a chemical reaction. if you think about climate change and sustainability and what we have to do to overcome it, that's going to happen because of having to create and invent new chemical reactions. It's not going to happen otherwise. So it becomes extraordinarily important that we think about that. So for me, I would definitely want to take the knowledge I have now and take it back then and I would reconsider the types of chemical reactions that we would care about. With respect to AI, AI is very tricky with respect to chemistry because of the whole concept of pattern recognition and how it employs pattern recognition. At the moment, it's very good for optimization. It can optimize processes very, very well. But at the moment, it cannot invent new chemical reactions. And at this stage, we are still 100% dependent on humans to be creative and inventive in deciding what it is we need to do. However, I think for AI, one of the things which will become very, very important is to be able to think about the world's resources and all of the different molecules that we have available to us right now. And to think about where and how we can combine those molecules and what we could do with them to create value and effectively enable sustainability. That, I think, is a question which humans are not addressing. They're certainly not addressing it fast enough. And I think that AI, based upon worldwide resources, could at least tell us what are the chemical reactions we should be trying to invent, even though it wouldn't be able to tell us how to actually do the invention itself. It would allow the humans to pose better questions than we have right now. So, yeah, that's what I would do. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you so much. We all love you so much, and welcome to Taipei, and welcome to Taiwan, and welcome to NTUT. And can we all take a selfie together? Just stay there, and we will ask our photographer to do it first. All right, 3, 2, 1, cheese! 谢谢参与的所有贵宾，这是诺科奖开幕的第一天。那今天晚上呢会有活动，移驾到 W Hotel。那欢迎有报名的贵宾呢前往参加。Thank you to all the distinguished guests who participated, and this is the first day of NSIC event. And tonight the event will be moved to W Hotel. All registered guests are welcome to attend, and thank you.